It's MoClassified. I'm here with a very special guest, Mr. Yohance Myles. For those who don't know, I don't know why they wouldn't know, but please introduce yourself. Give us a list and rundown of your credentials.
All right, good stuff. First, thank you for this interview, Mo. Yohance Myles. I think recently I have Containment on the CW. I played Dennis on that show. You can catch me on the AMC Into the Badlands as Ringo. We have right now, I'm currently working on a project out in North Carolina. I can't talk much about it, but let's just say it includes big names: Sanaa Lathan, Helen Hunt, Stephan James from the movie Race.
So definitely a film rather than a series.
It's going to be a TV series, and so and it's called Shots Fired, which is fun. What's Sanaa Lathan? It's cool.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I've done This Is the End, Two Guns, Hours, working on that with Paul Walker. I've been quite busy, so hey, if you get a chance to IMDb me, check me out. Yohance Myles.
Okay, so was This Is the End your first movie ever, or what was your first movie?
Oh, my first actual movie. Now, if I can remember right, I think it was a television show called K-ville.
Okay.
And that was Anthony. What is it? Anthony. What's the comedian name?
Anderson?
Anderson, yeah, thank you. Forgive me, Anthony, because we worked together.
Yes.
That, right after, I think it was one said Post Katrina.
Okay.
They came out with that. And then my very first movie, honestly, was, that was like a big project.
Yeah.
It may have been this movie. I think I've been doing a lot of TV stuff here lately, that it's hard to keep track of what movies and television shows. But it has to be between Revenge of the Bridesmaids with Raven Simone or another project. But yeah.
Okay. And then from that first project period, how have you grown as an actor to now being a character on Containment?
Oh, that is actually a great question. We would like, which with anything that you do, track your matriculation in your work. Okay. But for the most part, I think I've grown tremendously. Where I would, my first movie, there it is. I was an extra in Stump the Yard.
Okay.
That's right. And that's Megan Good, Brian White, all those cats, Columbus Short. And went to the movie theater, and I'm thinking extra, hey, the camera was on me. They're gonna see me in the movie theater.
And got a lot of cameo.
No, I didn't get anything. Not the back of the head. Not that's my fingernail. I didn't get nothing. But from that extra role, and I was in school at the time, working on a degree in theater at Alabama State University. Whoop whoop, HBCUs.
It's my issue.
Okay. And I told myself, I said, well, wait a minute, why am I in school learning to say things, tell stories? And I was an extra on set and sat there for 12, 13 hours to not say anything. So it doesn't make any sense. So I made a vow to myself, all right, if you get this degree, which it did, your job is to work. So I went from that to one-liners, and then from one-liners, which led to a scene, and then a scene leads to guest starring roles. And now I'm at a place in my career where I have a series of characters on television shows, and I'm holding my weight down with other big people, who some of them are actually watching them in movies, but now I'm working alongside with them, and it's kind of like no offense to any disrespect to any of them, because they're great people, but I'm like, wow, you're working with me too.
Yes,
You're working together, so it's really fun. So I actually can say I've grown a lot.
Definitely. I feel like that's how it should be. Like, you're working with Yohance Myles.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I'm not just working with you. But let's see. From outside looking in, acting might just seem like acting to everybody, but what's the biggest difference between a feature film style acting compared to TV series style acting?
Well, since I do theater, film, and television, and they can happen simultaneously, they all share one medium, which is you're conveying a story to an audience. All right. But with film and television, they are slightly approached differently. Film, you get the concrete schedule. At least I know I'll be working for a month or 2 months. And though film is shot out of order, So you're all over the place. You know, you can wake up at 2, 3 in the morning, be on set. Your call time to go is at 5:45, and you're starting with the most emotional scene probably of that day. You know, you're like, wait a minute, can I warm up to this? You know, and television is a whole lot faster. It's kind of have a fast pace to it, and then you're working not only just with one director. Depends on the episodes. You get different directors in each episode who want something different with the vision, the overall vision of the show. But they bring something uniquely different. So that's kind of the difference between the two. You know, just fast and one. You got to get a product done in a certain amount of time. Television definitely works on a time.
What is your ideal role, or any specific person you like to play? Any specific character that you would like to represent?
I don't have an ideal role.
Okay.
Though I get asked that a lot, like, Yohance, what is it that you have not yet played? I just want to stick with, I like to play characters that have, that can speak to a demographic of people in all areas, you know, spiritually, you know, morally, and that these characters that I take on, that feel that the energy of these characters feel like I'm the person that should be able to convey these stories. Definitely. That they're stories that are authentic, that they're truthful. I don't want to box myself into, I think I just want to, you know, my ideal great thing to do is to be this one thing, you know, because that's not real humanity, you know, it's not real life. To just be one-dimensional. We're not one-dimensional people.
Right, not at all.
But it would be great. I think I've been playing a lot of serious roles, though my personality, with my friends and family, they say, dude, you're silly. You're like really this crazy, goofy guy. Right. But I think they like that. So they can show up at the movie theater, and it's the most, they can watch a show, and it's really serious, and all my friends are cracking up joking, like I'm on social media, like, what do you guys think about Dennis on Containment? What's gonna happen next episode? And they're making jokes, right. Where I'm looking for, like, some serious feedback, and they're like, man, get out of here, dude,
right.
You know?
We don't take this serious.
It's good stuff. But yeah, that will be kind of my answer to that. And if I would like to work with, though I was in the same movie with him, and we had our scenes shot that day together with Denzel. Okay. I really would like to be in something with like Don Cheadle.
Definitely, yeah.
Don Cheadle. That's my guy there, man. Right. That's my guy. I would love to
be your ideal
co-guy, you know. Yeah. Or even some people that I would assume that's in my league. I hear a lot of people, you know, and I have to remind myself, you know, there, you know, it's not competition, but these are other people who are in my bracket of acting. I like to work with Anthony Mackie, you know, Columbus Short, Brian White, and though Brian White, little do he know, at a red carpet event, he's like a couple of individuals down from me. We was at an NAACP Image Award, and you know, I'm right, it's Lisa Ray next to me, and there's Blair Underwood, who I worked with before, and Brian White, and I'm like, this is the guy that's in my bracket. I'm like, hey, you know, let's hope do something.
Right. So we just put that into the universe, you know.
Brian, come on, man.
We'll be working with all of you very soon.
You know.
Okay. What about? Is there a particular movie or scene or character in a movie that made you want to pursue acting? Like after you saw that scene, or after you saw them put so much into that role, you were like, "This is what I want to do with my life."
By far, hands down, I'm pretty sure you might agree. Okay. All right. My mom's extramarital affairs with Denzel.
Okay, definitely.
Okay?
Yes.
But Denzel in the movie John Q.
That's a good one.
When I saw Denzel in that movie, it just really was, he felt like my dad. Right. You know? I felt like if I even was in that situation, it's like, forget the character. I put myself in that story and said, if that was me, I think I would have done the same thing.
Exactly.
You know? And it was just so organic. It didn't feel like acting. Right. I mean, it was Elise. I think Elise, no, not Elise. I'm trying to remember who played his wife. It's been a while since I've seen John Q.
I can't remember.
I know her name. Please forgive me. But his wife, I believe that relationship from the other actress who played his wife. I believe even everybody. I believe the people who worked at the hospital. I believe the other actor who was giving him a difficult time in trying to obtain this extra money or help him find the coverage to help heal his son, you know? Yeah, but I think
overall struggle, yeah, we felt it.
when I saw that movie,
Yeah.
that was it. I wanted to do work like that.
Right, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but I can see why you would jump into that role and just jump into all that passion that was there. Yeah. What about if you weren't an actor, what would you be doing with your life, honestly?
If I wasn't an actor, that's a difficult question to ask because you know what? I could have been maybe a drummer.
Okay.
Because I'm a percussionist. My mother had she had all of us, me and my siblings, all of us were in like a concert band. So like she found, somehow she was very wise in trying to figure out some artistic form to put us in or engage our creativity, you know.
And get the artist in you.
Right.
Yeah.
And in fact, and she did a wonderful job at figuring out, okay, this form of art, it's a great piece for you to express yourself. So I was in a concert band. I played the timpanis, the xylophones. I was in a marching band, snare drums, all the percussion section. Then I taught myself how to play the drum set at 12.
Okay.
So I think if I wasn't an actor, I think I would be a full-time musician.
Okay.
Really pursuing that. And at the end of the day, whether musician or actor, if I didn't have those titles, I just still think I will be doing exactly what we're doing right now. Just trying to find out who I am and how I exist into this world.
Right,
this universe.
right.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. What about advice for people who want to be in your position, still trying to figure this industry out, you know?
One, stop trying to figure out the industry. It is what it is. You know, you can't keep running into people who keep giving you their, or keep seeing people struggle, you know, what it takes to be on top or to be successful. That is what it is. It requires work. You know, procrastination is something that we all can have, you know, at times. I would just encourage everybody in whatever, let's just take acting out the picture.
Okay.
All right? Any profession that you're in.
Right.
Any. My words of advice would be to give it your all. Find the pursuit again of what you deem as happiness and success. Understand that the title of career is something that you already had. I teach students at a university, and so the question of the day when they first come to my class is, okay, so what's the difference between a career and a job? And so they go through all these answers, and this is just my belief. I believe our careers started when we were born. You know, you can't choose your parents. They just were who they are, you know, and I think that's the jumpstart of your career as a child, being born somewhere into a family, learning these people, them learning you, sending you to the schools that you went to, making all the friends that you made, you know, all the many jobs that you had. All this is just your career track. Now, within your career, you can acquire many jobs. But the idea is to find the passion behind that one, find the passion in that one thing that you truly you say to yourself, can I wake up and do this if there's no money on the line? I mean, of course, nothing is for free. You gotta survive. But if there was nothing else, I actually enjoy waking up doing this.
Exactly. And
you know?
have a natural talent or ability to do it. Yeah.
And have the ability to do it, you know? And there's no thought process of retirement in it. It's just kind of, I just would die with this.
I have to.
You know? Yeah. I just would die doing this one thing.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my advice. Learn more. Stay prepared. You can't ask or want to deem yourself to have opportunities when you're not prepared. You know, I myself, as much as I teach out, I put myself in workshops. I think I heard Denzel say that, you know, and people ask him, what do you do? He said, I still go to workshops. Although a lot of what he does, he mentions that he learned from people, his interaction with people. That's still putting the work, you know. You can't proclaim to be an actor and an actress to me, and you don't have the personality and you don't have that interactive skills to come behind it.
Right, and you need those real life experiences to be able to bring it back to the experience you're trying to portray.
If you are an introvert and you feel like you do not want to go through anything that you call the human experience, then you know, Change your idea of what I would assume you would call acting or wanting to pursue acting, you know, because it requires you to interact with people, no matter how. You can't escape that. That's just with any occupation.
Right, yeah.
Know who you are, stand for what you're standing for, don't compromise. Compromising is something that we all will face and encounter, and you just want to make sure that you are really strong for something. And what I mean by that is you need to believe in something.
Right. You need a purpose.
Yeah.
You need something that you stand for. Yeah.
You got to stand for something.
Yes.
We ain't capping it with just no spirituality. We're talking about something. What do you believe in, and you stand on it.
Exactly.
You know, even if you say, "Hey, this is what floats my boat," and bubble gum is pink.
Yes.
If that's what it is, I'm not going
Yeah.
against it. You know, and if that's what you believe, stand firm on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What about advice for your 21-year-old self? What would you be telling that young man?
The advice I would give to my 21-year-old self, Yohance, would be you're at the right place in your life.
Okay.
This is the best place you could ever be.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
You're at the best place you could ever be.
Right.
Now, here's the difference. The 21-year-old Yohance, at the time I was 21, America is top heavy with advancement in technology, medical practices. We have access to anything that we want to. I mean, even when you look at, how people can really put out their creativity more so than ever. YouTube, Snapchat, whatever you got a streamline that you can really say, no one can't say, I'm ready to be something. I'm waiting for people to see me. You got that.
Yes.
That 21-year-old Yohance back then, I would tell him, definitely, you're the best place where you are because you're working it through things to earn it, to appreciate it.
Definitely.
If I was the 20-year-old Yohance that would be right now, fast forward, take full advantage of everything that you got.
Yes. Nothing better than
There's no
present
excuse. You
moment
have
right
everything you need.
Definitely.
Versus the real 21-year-old Yohance several years ago.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I would tell that guy there, man.
Okay. All right. Well, anything else in particular that you want to tell the people? Maybe something we should be looking forward to? Anything. Just give us some last words, some inspirational words.
I think where I am now, something just to think about in your path is understanding the many variations of temptations, and what I mean by that is we all want to be successful people, whether you are virtuous, cock, game, banger, whatever, but we all want to be successful to a certain degree. But with that extent, with that knowledge comes temptations, and temptations is our greatest weakness. So just find out how to maneuver and to accept everything, every challenge, and work through it.
Definitely.
Yeah, learn you. Good stuff.
Definitely. Yes.
Yeah, Yohance, learn you too.
Yes. You heard it. You learn you. I'm still learning me too. I definitely am.
That is. I'm telling you, I'm not the same 15-year-old Yohance. That guy was 15. The way I thought of 15 was the way I thought of 15, and the way I thought of when I was 25. I am at this place in my life now, and I have to learn, not figure out, learn. I'm okay with each day that goes by with learning me. Yeah.
And the test might continue to come, but eventually you just gotta pass it. Yeah. Figure it out, pass it, learn.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for sitting down with us and giving us those inspirational words and just the inside perspective of who Yohance really is off the screen.
Yeah.
But
one more thing, can I say one more thing?
Yes,
Yeah, listen. If you are an actor and actress out there, and I say this because I am a family guy at the same time, again, don't live your dreams through your children. Make sure you understand that these individuals are uniquely different as you are, and also make your family and your children a part of your dreams. So that at the end of the day, and I say this to my sons, is that you would never ever be able to tell your dad, I never had an example. Just because they, I had my sons, and definitely at an early age, I was 21. When they get older, they can't say that they didn't have an example. They were never the fault. They were even more so the reason why I should show them my dreams and pursue them. Good stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you for those last words. Y'all heard it here first. MoClassified, Yohance, Myles. Thank you again. We're out of here, guys.